addresses, there's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jets work their way onto the field led by the number 3 overall pick in 2018. Sam Darnold, and during the offseason, Darnold was asked where he was looking to improve. He told everybody being more comfortable in the pocket. He looked back to the numbers from his rookie campaign, 17 touchdowns and 13 starts. So just imagine what a relaxed and more experienced Darnold might be able to accomplish with a stronger set of receivers now here in 2019. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The offensive starters now for the Jets.
And our attention will be concentrated and centered on number 26, Le'Veon Bell. Remember, he sat out all of 2018, so it'll be interesting to see if he can shake off the rust and whether his fresh legs will carry him to new heights in New York.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. The All-Pro Andre Roberts deep for Buffalo. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's complete to Croft. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs. But out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now T.J. Yeldon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To the air, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The New York set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. This is Bell. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Jerry Hughes on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
That'll be taken in by Anderson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry is a defense, then they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, that's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Kill.
This is Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen, and that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
On 3rd down, Allen, and that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Throw complete to Herndon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now a first down carry by Bell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Open man is Anderson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. A first down throw, Darnold. Then he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And the grab by Croft. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Allen to throw once more. And his throw here is incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
A 50-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. A final shot before the break. Darnold, a screen to Bell. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. First down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Kroft there to make the grab as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. It'll will bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Another drive getting ready to start here for Demaryius Thomas. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seen the payoff. Getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores.
Let's go, defense.
On second down, it's Bell. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Darnold on first down. Herndon's got it complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They'll run on first down. Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Bell with a first down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
On second down now, it's Bell trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it, and he's going to have the connection to Foster. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in the game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll go again with Bell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Allen and the Bills now. Down 21-18. 1:47 on the clock. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Bell stopped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. The Jets with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get your...
And oh, that is going to be a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0.